Hi, welcome to Shivatech channel. I hope you all are enjoying my videos, so you are able to understand well. And if you like my videos, please like, okay, and also do subscribe. Okay, if you have any friends, please share my videos to your friends. Okay, okay. Coming to the topic today is for tutorial is what is a COBOL tutorial time, and the agenda is if statement. Okay, conditional statement. How we are going to use this conditional statements in the COBOL program. So the one is if statement and if else statement, and nested if statement, continue. What is nested sentence and what is sign test and what is slash test and what is negated condition. Okay, we'll discuss all these points today class. Okay, first if statement. Okay, simple if statement. So if statement is used to execute the multiple statements based on the condition. Okay, execute the multiple statements based on the condition. So I want to execute some multiple conditions only based on one condition. If the condition this condition satisfy only, I need to execute these statements. Means we go for if statement. Okay. How we are going to use if statement is if condition name, if condition next end if. Okay. In between we have statement statement two and so on statement. Yeah. Okay, we can write a number of statements here. Okay, what happened here is uh, if it's a keyword. Okay, if condition you can write any condition. If a greater than b, if a greater than b. Okay, if a is variable a greater than variable b. Okay, okay. So do display a equal to display a is the biggest. Okay, and display b is the smallest. Whatever you can write anything. Okay, based on your requirement. Okay. And here end if represents the scope terminator. Okay, we are telling the compiler this statement is going to end here. We are telling the compiler that the if statement is going to end here. Okay, and we should be very careful while using the full stop. I already told like every COBOL statement must end with a period, right? Full stop. So, but here I haven't used any full stop over here. Okay, because we should not use any full stop in between the if statement. Okay, so if we use full stop over here, we are telling that compiler we can end the if statement here. Okay, we are telling the compiler that we can terminate the if statement from here. Okay, so this is the syntax. Okay, we should not use the period, but we can use the full stop also, where means we need not to use scope terminator. Okay, we can use directly full stop here. This is also a valid. Okay, we are telling the compiler that we are going to end the if statement here. Okay, in COBOL 85 they have introduced this scope terminator. Okay, end if. So it is for more readability. So we have multiple if statements while finding the full stop where which condition ends there. Okay, to easily identify, they have introduced the scope terminator. Okay, end if. This is one simple if. If condition true, if condition a greater than b, if value of a is greater than b only, this statement will execute, or else this statement will not execute. This is the simple condition, simple if statement. Okay. Next, if else statement. We'll see one example. If WF gender, if WF gender equal to, okay, male, display will, else, display, not will, end. So every if statement must end with scope terminator. Okay. This is for best readability. Okay. In between L. Okay. In between if to end if we should not put any full stops here. Okay. If we put the full stop, if compiler understand. Okay. We're going to terminate the statement here. Okay. We'll throw a lot of errors in the program. Okay. Here what happened here is first if condition true, if it will validate the condition. Okay. If the input value as if suppose we have move double gender. Okay. So now value is m. Okay. Now it will check the condition. If double gender equal to m, that means it will check condition whether the value is m or not. If the value is true, if the condition true, only it will execute this statement and it will display this value. If condition is not true, because if see here what happened here, double gender equal to m condition true, it will display and control will come to scope terminator. It won't execute the else statement. Okay. Suppose if now move to n. Okay. Now what happened? If condition is false here. So where the control will come, it won't execute this statement. Since condition is false, control come here else part and it will display this display statement. Okay, it will execute this else statement. Okay, we can write n number of statements over here. Okay, we should not use any full stop in between if and end. Okay, that is the one main thing that you need to be remember while coding. Okay, this is a simple if else. Okay, and it's nested if statement. Okay, nested if statement. You can see you can write a nested if. Okay, if a greater than if condition one, if condition two, condition three. You can write n number of if conditions like that. Nested if condition four. Okay, how many how many ifs are there? You need to give that many and it's scope terminator. For each if, we must use one scope terminator, corresponding scope terminator. Full stop. We should not use the full stop over here. We should use the last statement for this if. Okay. We can write statements. Okay. We can write statements here. Statement one, statement two. Okay. We can write a number of statements like this. Okay. What a control will come here? Let us see. If condition one, if condition one true only, it will go here. It will execute this condition to else it will come here. Okay. So next, if now condition one is true, then again there is another condition. If condition two also true, then control will come here. Okay. Then if condition three also true, then it will execute the fourth condition. If four also true, then it will execute all the statements. Okay. So like that, these if nested if statements will execute. Okay. This is the one. But we should be very careful while writing this nested if. Okay. See one more another syntax. How we are using this multiple condition, how to handle multiple condition. This is one nested if, right? Instead, we can use else if. Okay. How we can use that else if? Okay, let us see one example. Let's see the syntax where I coded. See here, if condition statement, you can write a number of statements. If condition true, these statements will execute. Suppose I want to validate another condition here, else if. Okay, else. Generally, if you use else means what happened is it will, if this condition is not true, it will execute else part and will control will execute else part statements and it will come out from you. Okay, but here what happened is I am including another condition. Okay, I have multiple conditions needs to validate. Okay, how we can use this one? Okay, if condition true only, it will execute this statement. If condition is not true, control will come here. Else. Under part of else also we have another if. Okay, else if another condition, then it will check this condition. If this condition true only, this statement will execute. Okay. If suppose this condition is not true and if that this condition is also not true, then again control will come here and checks this condition. If this condition only true only, it will execute this statement. Okay, and control will come here end if and it will come out of from if statement. Okay, in between, suppose if condition is true here, it will execute these statements and control will come to end if. Okay, it won't execute all other else if statements. Okay, if suppose this condition is not true and if this condition is true means these statements will execute and control will come to end if. Okay, this is the next else ifs, different else ifs we can use. Okay, we'll see one example. Okay, see there is a for example code. Okay, see if I have two variables, number one double number two. Okay, nothing storage section variable. What I'm doing is I'm trying to find the which is the greatest number, which is the highest greatest number. Okay, which number is big. Okay, if doubles number is greater than doubles number two. Okay, then it will display the statement. Okay, next, if this condition is not true, then control will come here, else if statement. Then it will check if doubles number two is greater than doubles number one, then display the statement. Okay, if doubles number two is not greater than doubles number one, okay, then it will come to the else part and display the statement. Okay, and else. This is one best example. Okay. Okay, this is one example of an multiple if. Okay, and using else. See here I just used only else. Here I have used else. Okay, this is also valid. Okay, okay. The next point is okay. What is continue and what is next sentence? Okay, what is continue and what is next sentence in COBOL? Okay, we'll see with one sample example. Okay, see this example. I have opened one file. Okay, in input mode I have opened. So for reading purpose, I'm reading one file, and immediate after I'm validating the uh, file status. Okay, if doubles file status. Okay, if doubles file status equal to 0, continue. Else display some statement. Okay, see what I'm telling to the compiler, continue means do nothing, you just execute as it is. Okay, So we need to perform it just to execute. Okay, what happened here? If condition is true means comes here. Okay, continue means nothing to do. Just there is no statement. So just continue means control will come to the end of the if statement. Okay, nothing will do. Okay, if I want to perform the condition and I don't want to execute any statement. Okay, I want to just validate the condition and I don't want to execute any statement. Then we can write like this continue. Okay, based on our requirement. Sometimes based on the requirement we used to do we used to build some logic, right? So depending on the situation we used to get. This is the one sample example, and we can use this continue. Okay. Okay, what is the next sentence? Okay, what is the next sentence and where we use? Here you need to note one thing, right? Okay. If we use the continue, the control will go to the next executable statement. Okay, it won't execute these statements, and the control will go to the next executable statement. In this case, scope terminator. Okay, simply say it will control will go to the scope terminator when we use the continue. So you can remember like this. Okay, if you use the continue, the control will go to the scope terminator and it is next executable statement. Okay, what is next executable? And this means it will come out of the C. Okay, okay. Then we'll see what is the next sentence. When we use what happen if we use the next state, next sentence. Okay, here continues over. We'll see the next sentence. Here I have used one a w a variable one equal to w variable two. Okay, next sentence. I use the next sentence. What happened here? First control will come here and it will validate the condition. If condition true, then control will come here. Okay. What happen if I mention next sentence? Means the control immediately it will go to the next executable statement. That is the difference is it will check the wherever the period is there, wherever the full stop is there, it will check that and it will execute that next statement. Okay, immediate after the period. Okay, this is the one that we can remember. Okay, if continue means it will check the scope terminator, and if you use the next sentence, the control will come to the next executable statement where we use the period. Okay, that is the only difference. Continue and next sentence, but don't get confused. This is the one simple example. Okay, in real time, generally we don't use next sentence. Even I have seen very rare. Okay, very rare. We haven't seen. Simply say we can say we haven't used this next sentence. Okay, but we used to write the code. We using if you see the old programs also, we can see the continue. But I haven't seen next sentence. Okay, but when you come across the next sentence, you can remember like if you use the next sentence, the control will come to the next executable statement that is emitted after the period statement. Okay, in this case, the statement. Okay, if condition true, what happened? It won't go to the else part. Uh, it will come here. So there is no full stop. Okay, then it won't execute all these statements and it will come here and it will execute this perform P100 business logic. Okay, if suppose in this case, if we have continue here, so what happen if I have continue here? Then it will execute from this statement. Okay, it will execute from this statement. If we have next sentence, means the control will it will execute the this statement. Okay, hope you understood, right? What is the difference between continue and the next sentence and where we can use? This all depends on the requirement. Okay, this is the one best example that I have shown. Okay, this is about the continue and next sentence in a if statement. Okay, So going to next agenda point, would like to tell about some condition. General syntax is condition, right? Statement, condition. Okay. Here condition, how we can write different conditions here? Okay. Okay. If A equal to B, okay. This is one condition. Okay. If A equal to B and A greater than B, so let us assume. Okay. So we can write the multiple conditions here in one condition. In one condition, we can write a multiple condition. Okay. Also, you can write like that R. Okay. R A greater than C. Okay. Also, we can write and A C equal to 0. Sorry. Okay. D equal to 0. Okay. And this is just for simple understand only I wrote. Okay. Okay. These are the see, these are the multiple conditions. See, we have two conditions here. Overall, we can see we have two different conditions here. For first condition, we have multiple conditions. In first condition, we have multiple conditions. One, two, three conditions. We are validating first condition is true, or whether the second condition is true, or whether third condition is true. Any of these three conditions, any of the condition true only, then it will it will go and check this condition. Okay. In this example, if we can any of the A equal to B, or A greater than B, or A greater than C, any of if any of the condition is true, that is one, and this must satisfy the condition. D should be 0. Okay. In this state, then only the statements will get executed. Okay. So this is the different conditions that we are going to use in condition while evaluating the condition in if statement. So what are the relational operators that we are going to allow, that we are going to use is uh, the permitted, okay, the permitted relation conditions are equal to, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. It represents not equal, okay, not equal. So, like that I use it, right? Less than, you can write greater than or equal to, or you can write D not equal to, okay. So like that, you can use this relational conditions, okay, relation condition. Okay. Next is sign test. Okay, sign test. If suppose I want to execute some set of statements based on the variable sign. Okay. If the variable sign, the variable value is a negative value. Okay. If the input variable value is a negative, I want to execute this statement. That time we will you go for the sign test. How we can evaluate is we have two different signs, right? Okay, one is positive, another one is negative. Okay, okay. How we can use this sign? Okay, let's see how to use uh, sign test. Okay, we can validate based on these keywords. Okay, this is one condition. Okay, it represents whether it is a positive value or or not. This is represent it is a negative or not. It represent the value is 0 or not. Okay, you can simply write if suppose I have one variable I declared 0 1. WF number 1 picture yes 9 of 2 or 9 of 5 value minus 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, now I'm going to validate the condition here, whether the value is negative or not. If WF number 1 is positive, display positive value. Okay, L if WF number 1 is negative, display negative value. Okay, here display value is 0. Or else you can write another else if statement also. If WF is 0, so we are just validating the sign. Okay, that is whether it is a positive value or negative value. In this statement, what is the output here is it, since it is a minus value, right? The control will come here and it will display the statement. It will display the negative value. Okay. Sometimes when we write the programs, we may need to validate based on the value, sign value. Okay. That time we have the provision to use, okay, the positive or negative or 0. Okay. This is about sign test. We'll see what is class test. Okay. See, when we use this class test, under class test, where we use is like if the entered value, if the entered value is a numeric or alphanumeric, okay, then we can execute some statements based on our requirement. Okay, then we use how do we need to know, how do we know like whether the value is numeric or not, means we have the provision to class test numeric to the keyword. Okay, it represents that the value is numeric value, that so the compiler can understand if we validate if numeric means it is a numeric value. If you see the example 01 WH variable picture 9 of 5 to 9 of 4. Okay, value 1 2 3 4. If WF variable is numeric, display numeric value. Okay, ending. Like that also we can validate. So in this case, it will display the this statement numeric value because the entered value is numeric value. Compiler can easily understand while seeing this keyword. Okay, numeric. Okay, like that if you declare the variable in alphabetic and you can validate WS variable is alphabetic. Okay, simply compiler can understand what is the value that entered for this, what type of value is entered in this variable. Okay, like while using this also we can able to validate the condition whether for numeric and alphabetic. Negated condition means like not positive or not negative. Instead of positive we can use not positive, instead of negative we can use uh, a not negative. Okay, okay. This is all about if statement and nested if, multiple if statements and next sentence and continue, sign test, class test, and negated condition. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. If you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe.